He never flew on a plane. He never wore a designer shoe. He never posted a vacation photo. He never once walked into a bank and asked to speak to a wealth manager. For 32 years, Joshua Adebisi woke up at 4:30 in the morning, put on his uniform, and drove a BRT bus through the chaos of Lagos traffic. His salary, $85,000 a month. His son, a branch manager at one of Nigeria's biggest banks, earned more in a week. And yet, when Mr. Joshua Adebisi retired at 58, he had minor $40 million and sitting quietly in an investment account. His son had a title, a car allowance, and a loan he was still paying off. Nobody believed it. Not his wife, not his neighbors, not even the son. But the money was there, every kobo of it. And today we are going to trace exactly how he did it, naira by naira, year by year. Because the lesson inside this man's story is the one lesson that no school in Nigeria has ever taught, and no bank will ever advertise. Joshua grew up in Abeokuta, the third of 7 children. His father was a carpenter. His mother sold pap at the market before dawn. Nobody in his family had ever seen a million naira in one place. He moved to Lagos at 22 with a secondary school certificate, and the kind of determination that only comes from watching your parents work themselves to exhaustion and still not have enough. He got the BRT job at 26, the $38,000 a month in 2005. It wasn't glamorous. His colleagues didn't brag about it at family gatherings. But Mr. Joshua didn't need glamour. He needed a plan, and the plan came from the most unlikely place. One afternoon in 2006, a passenger left a thin financial booklet on the seat of his bus. Joshua almost threw it away. Instead, he slipped it into his lunch bag and read it that night by torchlight when the generator went off. He didn't understand most of it, but one sentence stopped him cold. It said, "A small amount invested consistently will always defeat a large amount invested carelessly." He read it 3 times. Then he folded the page, put it under his mattress, and the next morning he walked into a Stanbic IBTC branch and asked, in his plain Yoruba-accented English, how to open a mutual fund account. The young banker behind the counter looked at him, his bus driver uniform still on, and almost laughed. He didn't laugh, but Mr. Joshua saw the expression. He opened the account anyway. Here is where the story becomes mathematics. And the mathematics, this is important, is more dramatic than any drama. In 2006, Joshua was earning $38,000 a month. He decided to put light of $10,000 aside every single month, more than a quarter of his salary. His wife thought he had lost his mind. By 2012, his salary had grown to $62,000 following a government review of BRT worker pay. He increased his monthly contribution to $15,000 and never touched it again. Let us run the numbers together, because this is the part that will change how you see every naira you earn. From 2006 to 2011, 6 years, Mr. Joshua put $10,000 every month into his mutual fund. That is $720,000 of his own money over 6 years. The fund averaged a return of 14% annually, a conservative figure for a Nigerian equity mutual fund during that period. By the end of 2011, his account had grown to approximately $1.08 million, not because he was rich, because he was consistent. Then from 2012, he increased his contribution to $15,000 a month and kept going for another 12 years through fuel subsidy crises, naira devaluations, COVID, the 2023 cash crunch, everything. He never withdrew, not once. Not when his roof needed fixing in 2015, he used his emergency savings for that, a separate small account he also kept. Not when his daughter's wedding came in 2019, he had been saving for that separately too. $5,000 a month for 5 years. The investment account was untouchable. That was the rule he made with himself on day one, and he never broke it. By the time he retired in 2024 at the age of 58, his mutual fund had grown to $40.3 million. He had personally contributed a total of $2,880,000 of his own money across 18 years. The remaining fee, $37.4 million, was built by time, by compound interest, and by the single most underrated financial weapon available to every Nigerian earning any salary at all: consistency. Now let us talk about his son. Tunde Adebisi is 34, branch manager, earns $480,000 a month, company car, health insurance, annual bonus. By every visible measure, Tunde had made it far beyond his father. But here is what Tunde's salary statement does not show. The $85,000 monthly car loan for the personal car he bought because the company car was not his. The $120,000 apartment rent in Lekki because a branch manager cannot be seen living on the mainland. The $45,000 in school fees for his 2 children in a private school that his colleagues' children also attend. The final $60,000 he sends home to his mother every month, which is right and honorable, but which he has never accounted for in any budget. The $30,000 in subscriptions, eating out, and the slow leak of small daily spending he has never once tracked. Added up. Tunde's monthly outflow is $420,000 of his $480,000 salary. He saves, on a good month, $60,000. On a bad month, and in Nigeria there are many bad months, he saves nothing. He has been earning this salary for 6 years. He has eaten $1.4 million across 2 savings accounts, earning 4% annual interest, while inflation in Nigeria runs above 28%. In real terms, adjusted for what that money can actually buy. Tunde's savings are shrinking every single year, even as the number in his account stays the same. His father, the bus driver, is worth 28 times more than him. And Tunde found out at the reading of his father's retirement gift to the family. He sat in silence for a long time, and he asked one question: how? The answer is not complicated, but it is hard, because it requires you to do the thing that almost no Nigerian financial culture prepares you to do. It requires you to pay yourself before you pay the world. Every month, before rent, before food, before school fees, before the family WhatsApp group contribution, before any of it, Joshua moved Miter $15,000 into his investment account on the same day his salary landed. Not what was left over, not the remainder after life had taken its share, the first cut, always. There is an old Yoruba saying, "The money you do not set aside is money already lost." Joshua lived that proverb before he ever heard it said that way. He understood something that his son's banking career never taught him. A savings account in a Nigerian bank is not an investment. It is a waiting room where your money sits while inflation quietly picks its pockets. At 4% annual interest in a savings account against 28% inflation, for every $100,000 you keep in that account for 1 year, you have effectively lost lighter $24,000 in purchasing power. The bank account shows you on $104,000. But that $104,000 buys what $180,000 bought the year before. The money is there, but it is smaller every single year. Joshua's mutual fund did the opposite. It grew faster than inflation. It compounded. It worked through the nights while he slept. It worked on Sundays when he rested. It worked through every economic crisis Nigeria threw at it, and Nigeria threw many. He did not understand the mechanics of a mutual fund in 2006. He will tell you that himself, but he understood one thing. He understood that money left alone to grow, untouched, undisturbed, consistently fed, becomes something entirely different from money that passes through your hands every month. So what is the smart financial decision this story is really teaching? It is this. Choose one investment vehicle, not 10, not 5, just one that beats inflation. A mutual fund, a money market fund, a Nigerian treasury bill, an index fund. Pick one you understand enough to trust, then automate it. Set up a standing instruction with your bank so that on the same day your salary arrives, a fixed amount moves automatically into that investment. Not manually, automatically. Because willpower is unreliable, systems are not. Start with whatever you can. If your salary is $80,000, start with $8,000. 10%, non-negotiable. Before anything else moves. If your salary is $300,000, start with $30,000. Same principle. Then increase it every single time your income increases. When Joshua's salary went from $38,000 to $62,000, the lifestyle did not grow. The investment did. That single habit, capturing salary increases before lifestyle inflation can eat them, is the difference between his $40 million and his son's $1.4 million. Not intelligence, not luck, not connections, a standing order, a mutual fund, and 18 years of leaving it alone. As they say, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Mr. Joshua planted his tree in 2006 with Plash 10,000 and a booklet he found on a bus seat. What is your excuse? There is a man watching this video right now earning $120,000 a month who believes he cannot invest because his salary is too small. Joshua started with $10,000 on a $38,000 salary in 2006. There is a woman watching this earning $350,000 a month who has been telling herself she will start investing next year when things calm down. Things in Nigeria do not calm down. You invest in the chaos or you don't invest at all. And there is a young bank manager somewhere in Lagos, perhaps someone very much like Tunde, earning nearly $500,000 naira a month, watching his lifestyle grow with every raise, his savings account quietly losing value, his retirement account empty, his father's story sitting like a stone in his chest. It is not too late, but it requires one decision, today, not next month, today. If this story felt like someone you know, if you saw yourself in Tunde, or perhaps in the younger version of Joshua Adebisi before the booklet, before the decision, then share this video. Send it to that person in your life who earns well but has nothing saved. The one who always says they will start soon. Subscribe to my channel. Every week, we bring you the money stories that Nigerian schools never taught and Nigerian banks will never advertise. Because the people who benefit most from your financial confusion are the same people selling you the confusion. We are not here to sell you anything. We are here to tell you the truth. To stay money smart, don't just hustle, build wealth.